Hey, Bastich B here for 64K and welcome to another episode of How To.
Hey you, kid with a crappy wheelchair.
Welcome to 64K. Hosted by Bastich B.
Okay, so today's episode is going to be about the Super Retro-Cade. And more importantly, how do I put my own games onto this little system? Okay, so before we get started, I just want to make sure you understand that there's two versions of this. This is the Retro-Bit Generations. This is the older one that came out before this. That's the latest one. This one has tons of awesome games on it. The system though, and everything about it is mediocre at best. I would not suggest buying this. I'm not even going to get into a product review on this. It's not even worth my time. So do not buy this. This is the Retro-Bit Generations. What we're going to be dealing with today is the Super Retro-Cade. It came out in 2017. This has got tons and tons of cool games on it. There's over 90 games. Most of them are arcade games, and there's also some console stuff on here also. The system is pretty cool. The price point is about 65 bucks. That's what I got it for on Amazon. And for that price, it's a freaking good deal. You can think of this thing as a really cheap version of, say, a RetroPie. If you don't want to spend 200, 250 bucks on a RetroPie, you can get this. Bear in mind, this is more for arcade gaming. This is not going to emulate every single system under the sun. That's not the whole point of it. It can do console games. I haven't really looked into it. It does a variety of them. I don't really need it for that, but to play arcade games just easily, yeah, it just does a really good job of emulating arcade games. So that's what we're going to focus on today. And the best thing about this machine is that it's got an SD card slot at the back, which I'll show you, and you can just take whatever ROMs you want and put them on there and you're away to go. I've got over 700 games at this point, not including the ones that it comes with. So let me show you how that works. Okay, and here's the console itself. You can see it's really nice and small. It's got two controller ports there. It comes with two controllers. They're actually pretty good despite what the internet says. I kind of like them. And on the back, this is the important stuff. So we've got AV inputs, which is nice. It's got HDMI, which is even better, so you're sorted for anything. But what we're going to be discussing today is this SD card slot. So it takes an SD card like this, you put all your ROMs on here, you load it up, you stick it in the back, and off you go. You got a whole lot of more games over and above the plus 90 plus that they already have on here. You can put on hundreds and hundreds of games. You can also put your own artwork on here, so it doesn't just look like a blank screen when you're going through the menus. So let's move over to my computer and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so we're going to go and open up a new folder. So create a new folder, and we're going to call it Retro-Bit Space Games. Now that's the folder we're going to use. It has to be written exactly like that, and then you'll put the ROMs in there and then put that on the memory card. So let me show you some more details here. Okay, so once you downloaded the games, just throw them in the Retro-Bit Space Games folder. Yeah, I got 1941 Counterattack. You can see I've left it in the zip file. You do not have to unzip them, just throw them straight on the card. And below that you got 1941 Counterattack Game.png. Now that's how you got to name it if you want to have artwork. You can only download, or it only recognizes PNG files, just bear that in mind. So find the artwork you like and just put the word game at the end of the sentence. So it has to look exactly like the zip file for the actual game. So 1941 Counterattack, that's your zip file, that's the game. Then 1941 Counterattack Game.png, that will be your art. So the name, game, and it has to be a PNG file. Then that'll associate itself with the ROM, and you'll have a nice picture for your menus. Okay, so it's going to be up to you to go on the internet and find these ROMs yourself. It's a little bit of a grey area as far as these things go. Okay, so after you got your artwork and your ROMs, just drag all those files straight onto your SD card like this one. And this is a 16 gig one. I've got, like I said, over 700, maybe a little bit more at this point, games on here already, and I still got tons of space. So arcade games, old school arcade games, don't take up a lot of memory, so don't freak out. You don't have to get a massive card. Okay, let me show you a couple of games that I've just put on the memory card and we can check them out. Okay, so we've just powered on the Super Retro-Cade and we've greeted with the main menu. Here's all the games that it actually comes preloaded with. So this is the front end. As you can see, tons and tons of classics, really good selection. Now we're going to put in the SD card, the one that we just mounted, and put games on. And it gives you this option, so you go across to SD card, you select that. Now it's going to flip to that menu. Now these are all the ones that I've downloaded, and with the PNG artwork, it's going to take a lot of time to put this together. Fortunately, I didn't do all these. I only did the ones right at the top, which looked a little bit horrible, but these ones are done so well. It was a pack I downloaded from some guy. Thank you very much. Anyway, we're going to have a look at X-Men vs Street Fighter. The first thing you want to do in all these games is change the aspect ratio to original size. Otherwise you're going to get that horrible stretched look. And then we're going to go ahead and start this game. And as you can see, the system runs this game absolutely flawlessly. It's pretty damn impressive. So we'll go across to Battle Garega here and we'll just play it in its default aspect ratio to show you what I mean. And you can see how bad this game looks. It's stretched out, it looks pixelated, it's horrible. I can't even look at it anymore, it's terrible. Now this is what it looks like in its original aspect ratio, 1,000 times better. So just remember to do that before you start any one of these games. Okay, I hope this little video was able to help you get a whole lot of ROMs on your new Super Retro-Cade. This thing is a really cheap and awesome alternative to buying like a $200 RetroPie. Bear in mind, this is not going to do every single console or whatever you want in the world. I mainly use this for arcade games and that's what it does best. So it's very cheap for what you get. It's totally worth getting. I would totally get it. Okay, thanks for joining me, Bastich B, for another episode of How To. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could like and subscribe, that'll be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you for another episode soon. Cut to credits.